back on Trots TV with another edition of Newsflash. Amanda Rando is back with me. Thanks for your time, Amanda.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's see if we can update you with some news that is currently going around the industry. And we'll start, when we did this last time, we were talking about Frith and what the future for her held. Well, I can tell everyone that Frith has arrived back at the stables of Bruce Hartley. That was on Monday. She's back in her old paddock. She seems happy. Now, what's going to happen is that Bruce Hartley is going to see where she's at. There are 3 races. Obviously, the Ladyship Mile is the main target, but there are 3 races for mares during the Inter-Dominion in Perth. One's worth $30,000, one's worth $50,000, and there's the big $125,000 Group 1. Now, Bruce is going to work her up, see where she's at, and if she's ready to go, there is a flight leaving Melbourne on the 15th of November. So we should know...
It's not far away,
no,
is it?
he's only got a month. He's only got a month to give her the short back and side. So we should know more in the next couple of weeks which way Frith's going, but good to hear that she's back with Bruce Hartley.
Yeah, no, that's great news. Great news. I've got, a bit of news about Bankstown, so I don't think Frith will be racing there, but the Truro Memorial is back on again this year. It will be on the 4th of December. It's a Friday night meeting. It's a $50,000 Group 2 free-for-all race.
Well, that's good news for the Bankstown Club. 50,000, Group 2, and a free-for-all as well. There was some talk that they were going to change that up and maybe make it an age race or change the conditions, but a free-for-all race that time of year with no Miracle Mile now there, that could be a good race for horses in New South Wales before they head off to Victoria for the country cups.
Yeah, exactly right. So, it's nice to see the club get some more money for that race from what they had last season. Okay,
just speaking about someone in the sport who does very well, Luke McCarthy. He's on 1,990 winners career-wise. Now, he did drive winners in North America, so he would have driven over the 2,000, but in Australia, he sits on 1,990, so he's going to bring up the 2,000 in the next couple of weeks. He'll become the first driver in Australia since Greg Sugars to achieve that feat, and he's driving at Albion Park on Saturday night. He'll drive Bling It On in the Gold Coast Cup. I think he's got 4 other drives on the night, so big chance for Luke to add to that list, but we'll keep an eye on that target with Luke coming up towards that 2,000 career win mark.
Well, I have a bit of goss that might help Luke with some of those wins. Apparently, top Kiwi horse, or rising Kiwi horse, Dalton Brumac, is heading to his and Belinda McCarthy's stables as of, I think, tomorrow. So Friday, the horse is flying out. So the horse, was previously trained with Brendan Hill, but Brendan made the tough decision to send him to Sydney. I think it will benefit the horse, and there's some good prize money on offer, so that's what they're looking at.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse. Came a long way in a short period of time, and I did see the news during the week that he was pulled out of the New Zealand Cup. That's obviously why. So he's getting ready to join. He's getting ready to join Luke and Belinda. My final news point, and I had a good chat with Pat Driscoll from Yabby Dam Farms earlier today. Now, there is news going around the industry that there's going to be a change at Yabby Dam Farms, and there was going to be less trotters in New South Wales. And Blake Fitzpatrick was going to lose a lot of the trotters that he's got with Yabby Dams. That's actually, Pat tells me that's not right. They're actually going to consolidate a lot. They are opening up a property up in Victoria at Ballarat, and Anton Galino is going to run that. But he tells me, if anything, it'll probably mean more horses in New South Wales. So Blake will actually get more horses to train. It's not where the stronger horses will go to Anton and the weaker ones will go to Blake. That's not how it'll be. It'll be a split, and so Pat sort of straightening out the story that is going around at the moment. So Yabby Dam Farms, that they are going to have a professional setup down in Victoria. But Blake is still going to have trotters for Yabby Dam Farms, and maybe even more than he's got now. And Heavenly Sister, the horse that won the trot race on Saturday night, quarter crack. So it's gone out for a spell. So
she won that race really well as well.
What
a shame.
Yeah, it's amazing to think. As soon as you see a trot race in New South Wales at the moment, you just go Yabby Dam Farms, just find them in the form guide and back them because they're winning all the races. But Vincennes and Yabby Dam Farms on Saturday night. Heavenly Sister as well, but Heavenly Sister gets the win, but then they lose the horse to injury, which is a bit of a shame. Speaking of Menangle on Saturday night, is there a winner or maybe a race that we can look forward to?
Yeah, look, race 5, Group 3, Garrard's Horse and Hound Pace. They got a 20,000 first four jackpot for the New South Wales tab customers, and look, it's a tough race, 7 runners, but I see the return of Blazon and Cullen, who's drawn well in 4. It's a 2,300 metre race, and Blazon and Cullen, he's resuming from a spell. He hasn't raced since May, but he's been trialling the house down at Menangle. He's won 2 trials back, went about 153 and change, 154 and change in those 2 trials. Does like the longer the middle distance. So look, he's one to keep an eye on.
I think he's if John McCarthy gets him across to Perth for the Inter-Dominion, he's going to be one that's a serious contender over there.
Yeah, he ran some really nice races last preparation against the good horses without actually, getting the recognition, so to speak. So I have to agree with you, Greg.
All right, well, there it is. News flash for the week. And Amanda and I will be back again very soon with some more news from the industry.